we got to start with the hottest teams in
Let's
the NBA
go.
facing off in Phoenix tonight. So for that, let's welcome in NBA reporter and Warriors reporter Nick Friedel. Nick, what is the Warriors' mindset heading into this game?
Malika, they're back on the big stage. They love it. This is what they've been missing the last 2.5 years. This is one of the biggest games they played since Clay went down in the finals. And being back in this moment, just like that game in Brooklyn a couple weeks ago, they get to remind everybody, hey, we're at the top of the West. We have a chance to break Phoenix's streak, and we have a chance to say, hey, we're still here, and we're not going anywhere. So they're enjoying the moment, and they're looking forward to being on that stage.
Well, and one of the reasons that they are still there, Nick, is their defense this season. So what's the antidote to stopping CP3 and Devin Booker?
Malika, Draymond said you got to cut the head off the snake. And in this case for Phoenix, it's slowing down Booker and getting in front of CP3. This Warriors team, as you mentioned, is as deep defensively as they've been in a while. But for them, the key is they have Steph. But this now goes two ways because Steph's playing the best defense he's ever played in his career, and he knows it. And the rest of those guys know it. And then on top of that, how do you slow down Phoenix? You push the tempo offensively. So you get Steph rolling, you get Jordan Poole going early, and I think that's the way Golden State feels like it can control the tempo and force them into what they want to do the rest of the way.
Well, and we get a 2-for-1 this week, Nick. We get to see them twice. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, guys. So I do want to know, starting with you, Perk, what is going to be happening tonight in terms of who is under more pressure to, as Nick said, cut that head off the snake and win?
Well, I mean, I think this is easy. And look, we cannot disrespect the team that actually represented the Western Conference. And so the team that's under the most pressure, in my opinion, in this game is the Suns. Not the Suns, the Golden State Warriors. When you think about...
Oh, look at that. That went flip-flop real quick.
No, because I meant to say that because the Phoenix Suns are bringing back everybody, right? They represented the West.
Yep.
And then you have a lot of young guys that are on the Warriors team. I feel like they have been playing well, but this is a real test for them. A guy like Andrew Wiggins, a guy like Jordan Poole, a guy like Gary Payton II, because Phoenix also have young guys to match their energy, their athleticism, and they both play the same type of style of basketball on both ends of the floor. When you look at the Phoenix Suns, they're so connected defensively. Guys are tied on the string. And so when I look at this matchup tonight, I think the Warriors have the most to prove by trying to get this win.
There's a lot of things that you said that are correct, and I'm not going to disagree. There is a lot. I think there is pressure on the Golden State Warriors. The only problem is that the Golden State Warriors have champions. They have two-time MVPs. They have Defensive Player of the Years. And the way they're looking at it is like, we're back to being the best. Not we're back in the postseason. We're back to being the best. So my thing is this. The Phoenix Suns have more pressure. One, because they have this streak going. And that streak adds pressure. As the streak goes longer and longer, that's just a little bit more pressure on them. But for the Warriors, they're looking at this like, yo, we're the team to beat. They believe that because they have championship pedigree. Even though the Suns got to the finals, they didn't finish it off. And so I just look at the Phoenix Suns and saying that, hey, if they lose this one, it'll feel a lot worse for them than if the Warriors were to lose this one. It will hurt a little bit more because the Suns have to prove to the Warriors that they can beat them. This type of team.
So you don't think this is house money for the Warriors? At this point, this is the form that they are used to being in rather than, oh, I need to go and I need to prove something this year, because they'd have a bunch of new guys in Jordan Poole and those type of players, Richard.
Let's just say this. There is a Chris Paul, Steph Curry thing that's been going on for years. That is no disrespect. So when Steph Curry's the best player and Chris Paul's the best player, we've seen Chris Paul send Steph Curry home. We've seen Steph Curry send Chris Paul home a bunch. So you have your two best point guards that are going to be battling. So whoever wins that, there's going to be a little bit extra there.
I also think this is a moment for Devin Booker. Right, when you have these young up-and-coming guys that are, that we consider young superstars. Like last week, I watched Jason Tatum and Kevin Durant go at it, and I watched Jason Tatum kind of come out like, this is my friend, with KD took it personal.
Sure.
Yeah. And so when Devin Booker has an opportunity to be on the big stage going against Steph Curry, doesn't mean they're going to be guarding each other, but if it's two guys that's on that floor, one from each team that are capable of dropping a 50-piece wing dinner, is Steph Curry and Devin Booker. So I'm looking forward to Devin Booker taking it personal, meaning going out there and establishing and saying, you know what, I could go bucket for bucket with you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.